the two of us are super close ever since, and our families too. Like, we got really lucky, and our families have kind of merged to be one big family.
Her brother was my brother's best man at his wedding in September.
Yeah.
And our dogs were best friends.
Dogs are best friends. Yeah, so we're really grateful to have you all here and to celebrate this huge accomplishment and definitely a big need for celebration. When she told me that she wanted me to illustrate her book, especially this book, these pieces and her telling her story, which I was there for in such a different way. Like I wasn't as intimately in touch with what she was going through as it was happening, of course, but then she wanted to share with me in such a personal way, such a vulnerable way, and have me add to that. And that was like, very emotional.
I was very glad you said yes.
But so we love to do a quick toast to all of you, to the book.
Toast with your fist.
You can toast with whatever you want. I have seltzer. But thank you, really, for coming, for your support, and we hope that you enjoy our little celebration.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to start with some readings. Rebecca, we spent a lot of time trying to narrow it down because I wanted her to just read the whole book, but we don't really have time for that.
For the whole book. But because we have like an intimate crew, I think I'm going to let you guys decide some of the poems I read. Let's give you some titles and you can choose. I want to start with the first poem in the book, though, because I think it kind of encapsulates what the book is about. So this one's called First Date. I am 9 and she is 13, and my parents are 2 booths over at the local diner with the waiter who loves to call my brother and me twins. But still, this is it, my first date with a girl. She arrives 3 minutes late. It feels like 80. She says she loves all 6 of the drawings I made her and laughs when I order the hungry man's breakfast. I'd finish it 100 times if she'd never stop. I am not that different now. I still love a late night diner with a pretty girl. I still get there on time, present her with my poems. Sometimes it still feels like my parents are sitting around the corner, and they really are now. I'd eat pancakes till my throat closed up to hear my girlfriend laugh just one more time. I think we are the most ourselves when we are 9, and I am always trying to get back to her.
Yay!
All right. Thanks, guys. So this one is called Love We Didn't Call Love. The first moment I really realized I was gay was when I had a really close friendship with someone, and I thought that when we stopped being friends, I was absolutely devastated. And so that's when I thought, okay, something is off here. So this is called Love We Didn't Call Love. It was cloud 900. I'd run home from your dorm, the sky still pink, beginning, your touch lingering, I knew it would stay. No parent approvals, dates, flags, labels, just walks by the lake under string lights, where you'd tell me about your sister and I'd hold your hand. Nights in the library where you'd read my stories and cry at the end. We said I love you, the friend kind, the first week we met. And the April we were 18, we were eating pretzels and talking about the summer, when I told you I'd be happy forever as long as you were here. You leaned into me, shoulder to shoulder, and we took photo booth pictures on the giant school computer. I still look at those sometimes and miss how easy it was, the love we didn't call love. But you can never unknow. My heart will never be as open as before the heartbreak I couldn't call heartbreak. Sarah said you guys want to be emotional ones. Okay. Alright. This one is one of my favorites to read out loud. One moment. Must have not saved the right page. Okay, here we go. This one is called I Remember Every Lesbian Couple I Ever Saw. And it's about how when I moved from Nashville to the Bay Area in California and saw queer people in public for the first time. And I was really shocked. Okay. The first is at Barnes & Noble, where I work and am supposed to be shelving, but really I am delving into the only lesbian book we have. It's Nashville, where the Christian section is 3 times the fiction section, and the gay books are in the back by the bathroom, and that book is trashy and problematic, but every day I pray they still have it, that no one buys it before I have the courage to. But one day I'm leaving out the back entrance on my 10-minute break when I see them. Two girls, one pulling the other up the down escalator, their hair dyed the same color in a way that makes me think of them dunking each other's heads in the sink, and they share the same step, stand so close, but then see me staring and let go. And I think maybe I'm in an alternate universe, my body bubbling like too much champagne, heart racing like that could be me one day. And that day, when I finally get to leave, I buy that lesbian book and take it home with me. I don't see another lesbian couple for over a year, not until after I come out and my sorority sisters say I am the first gay person they have ever met and ask me questions like, how do lesbians have sex? I tell them things I learned on the internet. I don't see them till after my mom tells me about her friend Jane's son, who's straight now, and maybe I should wait to come out just in case. She's very supportive now, don't worry. And I don't see them
supportive then.
when I move to the Bay, and the only gay people I see are tech guys at San Francisco Pride. But then I'm at the Berkeley Bowl, lost trying to find the cereal when I see them. A girl with short hair smiling while piling fruit up on the belt. Another girl runs out with a box of almond milk, shouts, "Wait, you paid at Trader Joe's." The first girl laughs, says, "No, I swear it was you." And they kiss and everything freezes. And I'm alone in a grocery store trying to hide my tears because I never find the cereal aisle, but I do find out that in 21 years, I have never seen two women kiss. After that, it's like they're everywhere. Maybe my eyes weren't trained before, but they're the middle-aged woman who kissed during the credits of Call Me By Your Name, older woman laying in the grass by Jacqueline Square, flowers in their curly hair, teenagers on a first date at Lake Merritt, blushing and scared, two girls with shaved heads and cut-off shirts trying to share a skateboard in San Francisco, and me trying not to stare, and then there are my own friends who dance and kiss like the world might end and can't see I'm starstruck every time. Because somehow now I'm surrounded by people who wear their love on their sleeve and hold hands even when it's scary and kiss like it's breathing, and I hope they know I see them. I hope they know I'm not staring because they are gross or weird, but because I know it is the most fearless and beautiful thing. So thank you to the purple-haired girls in the back of Barnes & Noble, the woman at the Berkeley Bowl, those nose-ring girls dancing close at that record store who kiss without ever looking over their shoulders. I see you. Someday I'll be one of you. And soon, when I go back to a place where people like us are erased, I will know how to be brave, and I will be.
Yay!
All right, now I'm gonna have you guys choose. So I have a few. This one, let's do either, I know you need me to do the jewels, so either maybe two or eight-toed cat. What do you guys think?
Eight-toed cat, yeah.
Eight-toed cat? Okay.
That title is just so intriguing, you guys.
All right, the art is so good on the eight-toed cat. Shout out to Sarah. Okay, the eight-toed cat. This is for my friend Noah. Because we were together at a really important time in both of our lives. He was realizing he's trans, and I had already realized I was gay, but I was finding community for the first time. And it was just, we had a lot of moments together where we were able to grow our friendship while both growing individually, and I hadn't had that before. It had mostly been when I was like growing internally a lot. I kind of separated myself from most people for like a few months, and then was like, okay, never mind. But with Noah, we had this special bond where we were able to do it together. For Noah, when we were 23, before real jobs or girlfriends or friends besides each other, we'd walk 2 miles each evening to get to go margaritas and visit the eight-toed cat. He'd slink out of the alley like he was waiting for us, but never came close enough to touch. He'd sit tall, his front leg outstretched to show off that paw, those 8 strange and gorgeous toes. He watched over us when you told me that dream you had when you were 9, you, a man next to your pregnant wife. When I wrote that breakup speech in my phone notes and practiced the poem for my first show. When you gave yourself that gorgeous name, spinning the butterfly pin on your jean jacket. Our lives got full, and we moved to parts of the city with cleaner alleys and never said goodbye. But I bet he's still there, showing the new queers on their long walks to nowhere that there is power in the things we can't quite yet understand.
That's amazing.
All right. Now this one is one of Sarah's favorites, if I can find it. This one's called The Jewel, and it's kind of about the way like society treats coming out as this like really hard thing that you need to get around, when really, I feel like for a lot of people I know, it's a really beautiful thing. The jewel. I present you with the jewel I have been polishing. See how it sparkles in the sun? You ask, how will you get around this boulder? You won't face it, not directly. If you did, you would see its colors, how it fits in the palm of my hand. Please don't be scared. I'm going to have a beautiful life. I already do.
It's like really, you can relate to that from a lot of different aspects, you know?
It's true. Okay. Do we want to do the professor one now? You can do the professor?
I can be the professor.
Okay, page 30.
So funny.
Just a few more for you guys. This one is called What My Queer Therapist Sent to My Professors the Week I Came Out. And this one has parts of a real email that my therapist sent to my dean of students, who sent to all my professors, because she was worried that I would not be able to do my schoolwork while I was coming out, which I appreciated it because I was going through a lot. But it was a little weird when my professors would say, I'm so sorry. And then they would seem like they wanted to know what was going on, and I'd be like, thank you. Okay.
Thank you, bye.
But yeah, this really came off of me being worried that I was making too big of a deal out of it. But I was in a very straight community in college. I was in a sorority in Nashville, Tennessee, and so it really was hard to come out. There was a lot of kind of speculation that I saw about other girls being lesbians in a very negative way, and so I really did feel like I needed to put this in my own terms and not make it gossip and like really tell everyone. So that's kind of, it's about like kind of unlearning the shame of being like, it's okay, it was hard and it was a big deal and that's okay. All right.
Our office received.
She's reading the professor part, sorry. Or
the email.
The email. The real email that I found.
Our office received documentation that Rebecca has experienced a
Crush, reckoning, major life upgrade,
personal crisis. She may miss
who she was before, Morgan, who made it weird, feeling like she fit anywhere.
classes. Her academics may be impacted, and as a result, Rebecca may require
7,000 years of alone time. Everyone to just shut up. The pretty girl from the cafe to kiss her already and make this worth it.
some accommodations regarding coursework.
You will hurt all over. You will wonder if you're making it up. It will take months for you to say it without your skin crawling and years for you to really fall in love. But a crisis isn't just an emergency. It comes from the Greek word for decision and came to mean the turning point of a disease. The moment of clarity when the doctors knew the patient's fate. Telling people who you are is not vanity. You are choosing to live. Alright, we're gonna do just two more. I definitely want to read one from the last section, which is all about my girlfriends. I will read the one about when we first moved in together, which is called Quiet. And then I have one more after that. You, making toast in my kitchen, our kitchen. When will it sink in that you live here now? You take your coffee out to the balcony, leave your phone here on the counter, so it's just you, that mango tree, the city skyline, early light. I watch through the window and marvel at how good you are at silence. When you come inside, I am playing piano. You step around the boxes and go wash your mug in my kitchen, our kitchen. I get up and hug you from behind, rest my head on your back. I love you, I think, but don't say. I hope this never sinks in. I know that you can feel it. Okay. So this last one, thank you so much, guys. You've been such an awesome audience. I just love seeing all your faces.
I can listen to your face forever.
I chose this last one specifically for this event. I didn't read it at the last one because it really reminds me of my friends who are artists and writers, my really creative friends, and who have changed my life is having so many amazing creative friends, including Sarah and including some of my friends in the audience back there. And it's called Desire Lines. There are 3 ways to design walkways, my overexcited tour guide explained, looking over the wide library lawn of the 7th college I visited the year I was 16. It was full of winding white cement paths, as random as those canvases elephants paint with their trunks. First, you can make them straight and precise, perfectly centered and aligned, but there will always be people who take shortcuts. Architectural rebels, you might say. He chuckled. Your perfect grass will soon be riddled with ugly dirt paths called desire lines. Second, you can try to predict how the people will move. You can use math, physics, but the thing is you can never truly know. You can spend millions on equations, analysis, and still end up with dirt. But here, he motioned to the lawn, we took the third option. We built these buildings, and then we waited for years for the dirt to appear, to see where the students' feet took them when they were free of rules and guidance. Once the desire lines were deep and sure, we paved. I thought, that's what I want. But even that college was filled with precise paths it hurt to follow. I was terrified I'd ruin the grass. It wasn't until years later that I found myself surrounded by people who follow their desire lines, architectural rebels of love, who realize our own paths are more fun and become architectural rebels of space and time, career and family, art and style and life. And because of them, I am no longer afraid of a little dirt. Thank you so much.